Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna pull a little Bleacher Report, House of Highlights, ESPN. I'm gonna pull a page out of their book and make another video about Bronny James. Now, see, I don't want to continue to talk about Bronny James, but that's all the news they talk about besides USA team and stuff. But that was my last video, was the concern about the USA team. So I'm bringing up Bronny again because they're not giving me enough. We're not in the point where there's no news besides the summer league and stuff. And unless you go deep in the stats, or watch the games, they don't talk about anybody else besides Bronny James. And it's because he's Bronny James, because he's the son of LeBron James. Bronny's been trash. No showing of him being any bit of decent. He had that cool deflection of an alley-oop yesterday or the other day, whatever. But he's trash. He hasn't been scoring the ball. He's been shooting horribly. He can't make a three. Cool, he's playing cool defense. We knew he could play defense. But what's the defense matter if he only can guard the people his size are smaller? He's still 6'2", 6'3", something like that. He's a small guard. So he's not like he can play the guard the 1 through 5. It'll be one thing if he can guard the 1 through 5. But we're not hyping up his defense. We're hyping up his offense, which isn't being shown to me. If you scroll through all of ESPN's Instagrams or TikToks, there's so much Bronny. I was just looking at the Summer League stats. Points per game. The first page of names, like a good 30 names probably, Bronny's not there. Of course Bronny's not there. He's not scoring the ball at all. You know who is there? His teammate, Dalton Connect, who was drafted higher than Bronny to the same team. Why is he getting no attention? He's the guy, I understand it's the Lakers and you always give the Lakers attention, but why is he not? Because he's not LeBron James's son. You named this man Damian Stoudemire Jr. and no one cares. No one talks about Scottie Pippen Jr. anymore. No one talks about Shareef O'Neal. Nobody talks about Kenyon Martin Jr. Nobody talks about these players. But since LeBron James' seed is shooting the ball off the backboard, we can talk about it. You know what this reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? When Russell Westbrook joined the Lakers. Everyone hyped him up. But guess what? At least people recognize that that Russell Westbrook wasn't jack nothing. Bronny's not good. Now, see, if I guarded him, he's probably scoring. He's scoring me 21-0. You know, he's still a good basketball player, but he's not a good NBA player. Come on. Come on. You know what? Let me get in depth with how his games have been. Bronny has played 3 Summer League games. 3. And he has 15 points, meaning he's averaging 5 points within the 3 games. And it'll be one thing if he was efficient. He's shooting, and yes, it's Reddit, but they had the stats. For some reason, I'm not scrolling through all the NBA.com to find this guy. 6 for 26 field goal percentage. Over 12 from 3. We ran Ben Simmons out the league for not making threes. Ben Simmons can play defense with the best of them. You can't shoot. The Thompsons had concerns because they struggled to shoot, but at least they showed glimpses of their shooting, and they can do other stuff on the court, you know? Bronny can't. He's not the defender level of the Thompson twins. He can't finish as good as the Thompson twins. Nowhere near. He's not the playmaker as the Thompson twins. And his shooting somehow worse. Now, that's no shots at the Thompson twins like I'm comparing because I have nothing else. I don't really have nothing good to say about Bronny. But come on. I mean, at least he can get mentored by his own pops. But you've been mentored your whole life against him. There's a point where it doesn't matter, Bronny. It doesn't matter. I saw a YouTube video yesterday, and now it's just YouTube and whatever. I saw they put the James family, you know, they put Bron, Bryce, and Bronny all as rookies going into next year, right? He even put Bryce over Bronny. Because Bryce the better hooper, but no one talks about Bryce. No one talks about Bryce yet. When he's going up to the league, if he chooses to go to the league, they'll talk about him. But Bronny's the main point right now. He's everywhere. I can't go to look at NBA news without seeing Bronny James highlights. How? They'll be like, oh, Bronny James' first bucket of the game. Shooting 1 for 8. I don't care. Show me the guys who got drafted 54 spots above him. I saw a TikTok about Zachariah Ricochet, whatever his name is. I saw him, and it made me think. The comment said, Lee's aura for a #1 pick. Now, I know a lot of people said this is the weakest draft class ever. We're not really giving them a chance to show their skill off. They haven't played a single regular season NBA game yet. But no one talks about the first pick because everyone's too busy talking about Bronny. No one's talking about Alexander Sarr. They're too busy talking about Bronny, Stephon Castle, Donovan Kling, and my UConn boys. You know, we got Reed Shepard, Rob Dillingham. Jared McCann gets talked about because he's all over TikTok. Rob Dillingham gets talked about a little bit, you know, because he got traded to the Timberwolves, so he should be in a good spot. But what about these players? Huh? No, it doesn't matter because the 55th pick was Bronny James, and it was set perfectly for him. If the Lakers didn't have a second-round pick, Bronny wasn't getting drafted. He was going to get signed in free agency to the Lakers. It was inedible. He ended up there. Watching the video back of him getting drafted, he looks like he's acting. Like they knew. He knew he was getting drafted, not because he was good, but because LeBron James has all the power in the Lakers front office. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bronny starts. I wouldn't. The Lakers point guard situation isn't the best. It isn't. I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron James is pulling full strings and Bronny ends up starting at some point when he averages 2.5 points on 32% from the field, 12% from 3. With like 30 minutes a game. Stop. Bronny isn't that, and I'll say it over and over again, and I'll talk about Bronny over and over again because he's a big part in the news. So why am I, as a small YouTuber, I want to build my name up? I'm going to talk about Bronny. I'm going to talk about LeBron. I'm going to talk about these big profile names to get clicks because that's how it is. But Bronny James is not an NBA All-Star. He's not an NBA starter. He's barely an NBA role player. You know what he should be doing? Throwing his pops a towel and a water bottle and be ready for him in 3 minutes when he gets subbed back in. Bronny James is trash time minute caliber player. Bronny James is not the guy you give the ball in the last... Even if he plays with middle schoolers, he's not the guy. He's not. Put Bryce on that team and he's doing better. I'm sorry. Bronny's not that. And I can just keep going and going, but I just keep repeating myself because I'm not wrong. There's things, everyone's opinions matter, but in this topic, it doesn't. If you think Bronny is all that, you're riding it and you need to hop off. Take the saddle off and let LeBron and his family take a break for a second and zip it up when you're done. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like me running my mouth. If you don't like it, you're a rider. Adam. Even my boy Adam don't even care about Bronny. And he's a LeBron rider to the day he rots. Like, what? Comment whatever. Comment what you guys think. Comment what you guys want me to talk about. If you guys want me to talk about anything else. Because they don't give me a lot of news to talk about. So, and I had to get you guys a video. So, like, subscribe, support, whatever. You know, I'm coming back weekly, sometimes sooner, sometimes a little late, because I be doing stuff. I'm not perfect. See you guys next video. Peace out.